Kathleen from EIEIO's farm in Wimberley again. Some people like to talk to their vegetables. Some people like to sing to them like me. Me, 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 me. Now that's what I call a vegetable medley. Well, of course, only I'm a fruit. Today's Tuesday tips are all about companion planting for fall. Just like us humans need love and companionship to flourish, so do plants. It helps suppress weeds. It improves the soil quality. You maintain moisture in your soil this way. You provide shade for lower growing plants. It acts as an organic bug control. It encourages pollination, improves the flavor of your vegetables, and it just might boost the yield of your vegetables too. By planting herbs and flowers with your vegetables, you are creating a mosaic of different colors, textures, and scents that's just exquisite. You'll never want to leave the garden. Once you get everything planted, it can be almost hands-free the rest of the season. You just go out there, enjoy the beauty, and harvest what you want for dinner. Here I've gathered some of my personal favorites that I like to group together out on the field. First group, I have broccoli, nasturtium, salad lettuce, dill, and radishes. So as this broccoli gets bigger, the leaves are gonna get huge. It's gonna protect all the lettuce that's growing underneath it. The radishes are gonna come up underneath it, and their little leaves are gonna attract the flea beetles that would otherwise eat the broccoli. The nasturtium is the same. It attracts the flea beetles, but it also has many other benefits. This little flower is a gardener's best friend, especially in the fall, because it's a cool weather flower. You can pinch off the flowers and toss them in a salad for a peppery addition. This is the most gorgeous, easy to grow, wonderful flower for fall gardens. Then I also like to put dill with this grouping. Dill is pretty much a universal herb, except for with carrots. So I like to put lettuce, dill, broccoli, imagine it real big, nasturtium, and radishes together. Here's my second little family on the block. I've got strawberries, onions, garlic, spinach. Spinach is wonderful with strawberries because it gets big leaves and it's almost like a ground cover. Strawberries need all the sun they can get. So the spinach grows below them. The onions aren't going to take up much sun. They're going to go up. So is the garlic. So these all go well together. I also like to plant cabbage. The mint and the onions will take away any cabbage loopers or worms. So the mint is really helpful, but it needs to be saturated all day long. So somebody taught me this trick, that you take mint, get a big terracotta pot, put the mint in there, dig a hole, and put the pot in there. So that way you can water the mint, but it doesn't drown out everybody around it. This is another one of my favorite families: strawberries, spinach, garlic, onions, cabbage, mint, and I grow a lot of thyme. So thyme is universal. Thyme you can put, and it is universal, isn't it? Thyme. Thyme you can add to just about anything. Here's the third little grouping. I've got romaine lettuce, cilantro, which is super beneficial to just about everybody, and then I have a beautiful calendula. So between the three of these, you're gonna have bug control. Nobody's trying to compete for the phosphorus or any other mineral in the soil. And I also like to add beets. Beets go very well with romaine lettuce and the cilantro and the calendula, and these four just grow marvelously together. Here's another little grouping. I've got two different kinds of kale, nasturtium, gardener's best friend, lavender, and have celery. Kale is real susceptible to flea beetles and aphids, and nasturtium will attract all those off your kale. Celery can be a challenge to grow in Texas, but if you can do it, but you see, kale doesn't require hardly any nitrogen. Celery needs a lot of nitrogen, so they're not going to compete for the nitrogen you have in your soil. And they're both extremely cold hardy. And then lavender. The lavender has such a strong scent that it'll repel some bugs. It doesn't compete with the kale, so perfect for fall and winter. Some of the don'ts about companion planting: don't plant your onions and your garlic with snow peas or beans. They do not mix. Don't plant your potatoes with tomatoes. Don't plant dill with carrots. Don't plant mustard greens with beets. And last but not least is Gladys Kravitz, fennel. Nobody likes fennel, but on the flip side, fennel doesn't like anybody else either. You just have to put fennel on its own over in the corner. In summary, my fall garden can't get by without calendula and nasturtium. These are my 2 best flowers I plant in fall. And my 3 must-haves in the fall garden for herbs is dill, cilantro, and thyme. There are many, many ways to do companion planting. I recommend you do your own research. Because say you don't like broccoli, you prefer cauliflower. You can substitute cauliflower for the broccoli in that first grouping I told you about. There's so many ways that you can combine these flowers, herbs, and vegetables so they benefit each other and benefit you. Eat what you grow. Now, I'm certainly not an artist with paint on a canvas, but I have learned over the years how to create a beautiful, beautiful garden with all kinds of scents and textures and colors that all benefit each other. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned. Coming up videos are all about pruning your fruit trees and also how to protect your vegetable garden from freezes or frost. See you next week.